Hi guys, scenthound here. We have another sports perfume. Is the sports word being abused or overused? Well, I'll talk about that maybe in another video. Well, today we just talk about this particular perfume as such, right? So basically, this is part of a triad. There's also the original Lalique Encre Noire, this was launched in 2013 under the nose of Natalie Larson. And in terms of notes, this is more of a woody, greeny perfume with a bit of sweetness, I would say, a tinge of sweetness there. Basically, it opens with grapefruit, bergamot, nutmeg, and then there's watery notes, lavender, and you got a base of bourbon, vetiver, and Haitian vetiver, cashmere wood, and musk. All right, so this is supposed to be a bit of a brighter version. So I think I would take the word sport to mean youthful. I think that's the interpretation. For a long time, I was thinking of what exactly sports meant. Is it a kind of perfume where the mix of the ingredients is such that after you sweat a lot, or before you go to the gym or activity, right? If you spray it onto yourself, maybe you smell less of sweat, maybe or it has some electrolytes that absorbs to your skin, make you perform better. Maybe that's more sensible to call something sport if it has those properties, right? Or after your gym workout, it gives you perk or lift up kind of a mood. It's some minerally lemony feels and all that. That's how I would interpret sport. But well, I leave it to you guys to judge whether perfume houses are just slapping on spot and just putting a but new mixture and throwing it to the market. But the word youth seems to be reasonably justifiable, because the sports perfumes are usually the more bright and more, you might call energetic kind of mix they try to put in when they put the word sport. Okay. So I already mentioned about all the ingredients inside here, and definitely I feel this is a semi or I would let me just say informal use, right? This is not so suitable to me as a formal or work perfume. I feel, the reason I'll come to it in a bit. Now the bottle, I think many people have talked about it. It's a very classic. Lalique is one of those crystal houses, right? They make all those kind of glassware and all that. So definitely it shows. Okay, and then they put a simple wooden cap, and then you can see the word Lalique there. If you can see, my focus is a bit out, sorry. And then if you see the box as a cool sparrow symbol, like some kind of a superhero perfume, right? And then of course the 100 ml Lalique and all the usual details, per ohm, and all that thing. Okay, so that's that. So the cool thing about this perfume, I think, is that it's a very classy brand, Lalique. People know it's something nice. And the bottle design, I just mentioned about that classy bottle. One of the challenge is not to go all out weirdo look, right? Or to be too boring. Okay, I think it balances quite well. It doesn't look too cheap or too crazy or too boring. It manages to balance itself quite well. So the looks wise, if you want to put something nice up in your dresser or whatever on your dressing table and all, this will do quite well. In terms of the key, the juice itself, that's what we're all about ultimately, isn't it? When you talk about that, well, what to say? It's whether I like it. See, the thing is, when I smell perfume, sometimes I get this. Some notes give me a bit of a feeling of being in an abandoned old house. That's not the most fun kind of feeling you want to have. Reason being that when they put in certain things, for example, Pasha de Cartier, right? That one they put in there some benzoin and then some patchouli and all that. All right. So the kind of ingredients sort of gave me a feeling of being in some musky old abandoned place. So how to say, if you like that, if that makes you feel warm, nostalgic, some people get off those kind of smells. So then yeah, it's definitely for you. But if it gives you more like being alone, in some kind of abandoned place, that's not the greatest vibe, right? And vetiver sometimes gives me that. I've had some great vetiver experience as well. Hermes, for example, and even Daniel Icon has a vetiver. I think it's great if it's a tinge of it. If it's a lot, maybe then it's like, then I start getting that musky, the whole vegetative, that kind of a feel. I don't know how you guys feel about vetiver. Are there vetiver lovers and haters out there? So please do comment. And for those vetiver experts, there's so many varieties, right? Haitian vetiver and all these kind of things. Probably you can enlighten about maybe any minute discrepancies or differences between these species, because for example, a vetiver that grows in country A might have different properties than country B, so only the expert perfumers might know all the intricacies of it. But generally speaking, vetiver for me, if it's done in a heavy dose, I find it a bit difficult to enjoy. So if you wanna give off that warm earthy green tone, and you're wearing some flannel, what do you call it, kind of a lumberjack kind of a shirt, wearing a jeans, you are in a casual mood, right, hanging out with friends, and this will do well. This will add to the ambience, right? Or if you're going on a date, casual date with a girl, and you are in that informal feel, right? Maybe you have a t-shirt, a flannel on, and some I don't know, khaki or what, pants, and you are riding in an old motorcycle, or you are going to a lakeside. In those kind of themes, this might sort of work along with the ambient environment. But I don't see this much as a formal or kind of a feel. And this is a sports version actually. So I haven't tried the original yet. So I guess the original will be even deeper and darker, as people say. So yep, that's it, guys. My thoughts on this perfume. I might give it just a 2.5 out of 5, but it's my personal feeling about it, because as I mentioned earlier, it gives me that vegetative, that kind of feel like that, which I don't know, I don't really see myself drawn to it. But I have to say, give props for Lalique for number one, classy looking bottle. All right, number two, great pricing. It's not too expensive. I think about $55-$60 you can get a 100 ml bottle. That's good deal. Okay, and also, if you're like a kind of person who likes it when people ask you, hey, what are you wearing, and then you just don't rattle off the usual, or Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger, like everybody knows that. You want something a bit more, when you answer, people are intrigued, people are a bit more curious, then this will be great. Lalique, what is that? Oh, Lalique is something, then it can trigger a conversation. So in that way also, it's kind of cool if you are somebody who likes the a bit of a non-mainstream stuff. Okay, so that's I think I'll end it here, guys. Please share and comment, because the conversation is what triggers further, how to put it, further discussion and further research and further refinement of the perfume game, right, as it were. Okay, thank you, take care, much love from scenthound. Bye bye.